Hello, and welcome back to our daily English talk.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here today.
If you're new here, please click that subscribe button and like this video.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Roy. Didn't you know this is a place to practice listening and speaking with simple, real English?
Please help us by liking this video and subscribing. It means a lot to us.
Today, we want to talk about a feeling many English learners know very well. You can understand English when you listen. You can follow conversations, videos, or podcasts, but when it is time to speak, your voice feels stuck.
Yes, that feeling can be very frustrating and confusing. Inside your head, English feels clear and familiar, but when you want to speak, the words do not come out. Many learners think something is wrong with them.
I want to say this clearly at the beginning. Nothing is wrong with you. This situation is very common, and it happens to many learners around the world. Understanding and speaking are different skills. They grow at different speeds.
I really want listeners to feel relieved hearing that. You are not alone, and you are not broken. Your English voice is not gone. It is just quiet right now.
When I imagine learners listening today, I imagine people who understand a lot already. You may understand this podcast very well. That means your English level is stronger than you think. Speaking is the next step.
That next step can feel scary, especially if you are afraid of mistakes. Many learners stay silent because they want to speak perfectly, but silence can make the fear stronger over time.
Curious, Emma, do you remember a time when you understood something but could not express it? I think this happens in many parts of life, not only with English. That feeling is very human.
Yes, I remember that feeling clearly. I knew what I wanted to say, but my mouth felt slow. I worried about saying the wrong thing. That worry made it even harder to speak.
Thank you for sharing that, because it helps learners feel understood. When fear enters the body, the voice often becomes quiet. This is not about intelligence, it is about comfort and safety.
I like how you said safety, because speaking needs safety. When we feel safe, our voice comes out more easily. When we feel judged, our voice hides. Creating safety is very important.
Today, we want to create that feeling of safety together. We will talk slowly and gently. We will not rush or pressure you. This conversation is a safe place for your English voice.
Yes, please remember that you do not need to speak right now. Just listening is enough. Your voice is learning by hearing calm, natural English. That is already progress.
Many learners think speaking skill means talking fast or talking a lot, but real speaking starts much smaller. It starts with comfort, breath, and confidence. These things grow quietly.
I want listeners to notice their body right now. Are your shoulders tight or relaxed? Is your breathing fast or slow? These small physical things affect your voice more than grammar.
That is a very important point. When the body relaxes, the voice follows. Speaking English is not only a brain skill, it is also a body skill. The mouth needs calm to move freely.
I hope listeners feel encouraged by that idea. You do not need more vocabulary right now. You may already know enough words. What you need is permission to use them slowly.
Many learners understand English because they have listened a lot. Listening builds strong understanding, but speaking needs practice in a different way. It needs gentle action, not pressure.
Yes, and that gentle action can start very small. It can start inside your mind or with a soft whisper. Speaking does not begin with loud conversation. It begins with trust.
Curious, Emma, do you think learners often wait for confidence before speaking? I feel like many people say they will speak when they feel ready, but readiness can take a long time.
I agree, and that waiting can become a habit. Confidence often comes after we speak, not before. Even one small word can change how we feel. Action can create confidence.
That idea is very important for today's topic. Your voice does not need to be unlocked all at once. It opens slowly, step by step. We will talk about that together.
Yes, we will explore simple and powerful ideas to help your voice come out naturally, not with force, but with kindness. This is about unlocking, not pushing.
Right now, I want listeners to feel hopeful. If you understand English but cannot speak yet, you are already very close. You are standing near the door. We just need to help you open it gently.
I hope you can feel that hope inside you. Your English voice is there, even if it feels quiet. It has been listening and learning for a long time. It is ready to wake up.
As we continue in the next part, we will talk more about why this happens and how to start changing it. Everything will stay slow, clear, and supportive.
Thank you for being here and listening so calmly. You are already doing something brave by staying with this topic. Let us continue together, one gentle step at a time, in the next part.
As we continue, I want to stay close to that moment when your voice feels stuck. You understand the words, but your mouth does not move. This can feel confusing and even a little painful. Many learners quietly struggle with this every day.
Yes, and I want listeners to know that this struggle is not visible to others. From the outside, people may think you are quiet or shy, but inside, there is so much English already there. That hidden effort deserves respect.
One important thing to understand is that your listening skill has grown very strong. Your brain understands English sounds, rhythm, and meaning. Speaking is simply another muscle that needs time to wake up. It does not wake up by thinking alone.
I really like that idea of a muscle because muscles need gentle movement. If we never move them, they stay quiet. If we push too hard, they feel pain. Speaking needs the same gentle balance.
Curious, Emma, do you think learners are sometimes too hard on themselves when they cannot speak? I feel like many people blame themselves. That blame makes the voice hide even more.
I completely agree with that. When learners feel angry at themselves, their body becomes tense. That tension blocks the voice. Kindness can unlock more than pressure ever will.
This is why the first step is not speaking louder or faster. The first step is allowing yourself to speak badly. That idea can feel scary, but it is very freeing. Bad English is still English.
I love that idea, and I want learners to hear it clearly. Speaking badly does not mean you are bad. It means you are practicing. Every fluent speaker has spoken badly many times before.
When learners understand this, something softens inside. The fear of mistakes becomes smaller. The voice feels a little safer. Safety is the door to speaking.
I remember when I stopped trying to sound perfect. My sentences became simpler, but my voice became stronger. That change did not happen in one day. It happened through many small moments.
Many learners wait until they have the perfect sentence in their head. But spoken English does not work like written English. We think while we speak. We pause, repeat, and change direction.
Yes, real spoken English is full of pauses and restarts. Native speakers do this all the time. Silence does not mean failure. Silence is part of thinking.
I want listeners to imagine a very small step, not a conversation, not a speech, just one sentence spoken softly. That one sentence is already progress.
Even one word can be progress. Saying hello, yes, or okay out loud matters. The mouth needs to feel movement again. That movement builds confidence quietly.
Curious, do you think learners are sometimes underestimate how powerful small steps are? I think people expect big changes, but the brain loves small, safe actions.
Yes, small actions teach the brain that speaking is safe. When the brain feels safe, it stops sending fear signals. The voice becomes more available. This process is slow but real.
Another important idea is that understanding English means your input is strong. Your brain already knows the language. Speaking is not about learning more. It is about letting out what is already inside.
That idea can bring a lot of relief. You are not empty. You are full of English. It is waiting for a calm moment to come out.
Sometimes learners think they need more vocabulary before speaking, but often they already know enough words. What they need is permission to use simple ones again and again.
Simple words are very powerful. They build rhythm and confidence. When you repeat simple phrases, your mouth learns how English feels. That feeling is very important.
I want to talk about fear for a moment. Fear often says, people will judge me, people will laugh. But most people are busy thinking about themselves. They are not waiting to judge you.
That is very true. When someone speaks a second language, many people feel respect, not judgment. Even if the English is simple, the effort is clear. That effort matters.
Understanding this can reduce pressure. You are not performing on a stage. You are communicating as a human being. Communication does not need perfection.
I hope listeners can feel some pressure leaving their body right now. You are allowed to be slow. You are allowed to make mistakes. That is how voices unlock.
Right now, just by listening, your brain is preparing your voice. It is learning rhythm and comfort. Speaking will come when the body feels ready. You are not late.
I want learners to trust their process. Everyone's timeline is different. Your English voice is growing quietly. You do not need to rush it.
In the next part, we will talk more about how to gently start using your voice in daily life. Nothing extreme, just small, realistic steps.
Yes, we will keep everything calm and supportive. Thank you for staying with us and listening so patiently. Your voice is closer than you think, and we will continue in the next part.
As we continue into this part, I want to focus on how speaking actually begins in daily life. Many learners imagine speaking as a big moment, like giving a speech or having a long conversation. But real speaking starts much more quietly. It often starts when no one is listening.
I really like that idea because it feels very safe. Speaking does not need an audience at first. It can happen when you are alone, doing normal things. Those quiet moments are perfect for waking up your English voice.
This is something many learners do not realize. You can practice speaking without pressure by talking to yourself. You can describe what you are doing or how you feel. This kind of speaking builds comfort, not fear.
I remember doing that myself, and it helped me a lot. I spoke softly and slowly, sometimes repeating the same idea. There was no judgment, no hurry. That freedom made my voice stronger over time.
Emma, do you think learners feel strange talking to themselves in English? I think many people worry that it feels silly, but it is actually very natural.
Yes, many people feel shy about it at first, But when you understand that no one is listening, it becomes easier. Talking to yourself is a private space. It is a place to make mistakes safely.
When you talk to yourself, you can slow down as much as you want. You can stop, think, and start again. That is how real speaking works. We think while we speak, not before.
I think that idea can help learners relax. You do not need to prepare perfect sentences in your head. You can let words come out slowly. Your voice will find its rhythm.
Another helpful step is reading out loud, very softly. When you read something you understand, your mouth practices English sounds. This connects listening and speaking gently.
Yes, reading out loud helped me feel the music of English. I did not try to sound perfect, I just let my mouth move. That movement is very important.
Some learners only practice silently. Their brain understands English, but their mouth does not get practice. Speaking needs physical practice. The mouth and tongue must feel English.
That is such an important point. Speaking is not only thinking, it is also movement. When the mouth moves more, speaking feels less scary. The body learns that it is safe.
I want listeners to notice something now. When you imagine yourself speaking softly, does your body feel tense or relaxed? This awareness is very useful. It helps you adjust your pace.
If your body feels tense, you can slow down even more. You can take a breath and speak again. There is no rule about speed. Slow English is good English.
Do you think learners feel pressure to sound fluent too early? I think many people want to jump from silence to fluency. That jump can feel impossible.
Yes, that jump is too big for most people. Fluency grows from many small steps. First comes sound, then words, then short sentences. Each step needs time.
When learners accept that process, they feel less frustrated. They stop asking, "Why am I not fluent yet?" They start noticing small changes, like speaking more easily.
Those small changes are very important. Maybe today you can say one sentence without stopping. Tomorrow, maybe two. These are real signs of progress.
Another thing that helps unlock the voice is repetition. Saying the same sentence many times builds muscle memory. The mouth remembers how to move.
I really agree with that. Repetition feels boring sometimes, but it works. When something feels familiar, fear becomes smaller. The voice feels more confident.
I want listeners to understand that confidence comes from familiarity, not talent. The more familiar English feels in your mouth, the more confident you feel. Anyone can build that.
That is a very hopeful message. You do not need special ability. You only need time and gentle practice. Your voice will respond to that kindness.
I imagine listeners now, and I imagine them trying small things later today. Maybe you will whisper a sentence or read one line out loud. That small action matters.
I hope listeners feel encouraged to try without pressure. You do not need to tell anyone. This is for you. Your English voice grows in private first.
Speaking English is not about proving something to others. It is about expressing yourself. Expression begins quietly. There is no rush.
I want listeners to feel proud of every small sound they make in English. Even a whisper is progress. Even a soft word is movement forward.
As we move toward the final part, I want listeners to hold on to one idea. Your English voice is not locked. It is just waiting for gentle use.
Yes, thank you for staying with us and listening so carefully. In the final part, we will talk about how to keep your voice open and confident over time without pressure or fear.
As we come to the final part of this conversation, I want to slow everything down even more. Unlocking your English voice is not a fast or loud process. It is a quiet relationship you build with yourself over time. That idea can feel very comforting.
I feel that comfort too, and it makes me breathe a little deeper. When we stop rushing ourselves, the voice has space to appear. It does not feel forced or pushed, it feels invited.
I want learners to remember that speaking is not a test you pass or fail. It is a skill you grow gently. Some days your voice feels strong, and some days it feels quiet. Both days are part of progress.
Yes, and quiet days are not wasted days. On quiet days, your ears are still learning, your brain is still listening and preparing. Speaking will return when the body feels ready.
One very important thing is consistency without pressure. Speaking a little often is better than speaking a lot once. Small, calm practice builds trust between your mind and your voice.
I really like that word, trust. When you trust your voice, you stop fighting it. You accept where you are today. That acceptance makes tomorrow easier.
I want learners to imagine their English voice like a shy friend. If you shout at a shy friend, they hide. If you speak kindly and wait, they come closer. Your voice works the same way.
That image feels very kind and very true. When you are patient with your voice, it feels safer. Safety brings sound. Sound brings confidence.
Another important idea is not comparing yourself to others. Some people speak quickly. Some speak slowly. Speed does not mean ability. Your pace is the right pace for you.
Comparison often creates fear and tension. When we stop comparing, we feel lighter. That lightness helps the voice move more freely. Your journey is personal.
I want learners to know that mistakes will always be part of speaking. Even fluent speakers make mistakes. Mistakes are not a sign to stop. They are a sign that you are speaking.
Yes, mistakes mean you are using your voice. They mean you are brave enough to try. Over time, mistakes change and become smaller. That is how fluency grows.
When you look back one day, you may not remember every sentence you spoke, but you will remember that you did not give up. That memory builds confidence quietly.
I hope listeners can feel proud of themselves right now. If you understand English and you are here listening, you have already come very far. Speaking will follow.
Emma, if you could give one final gentle message to learners who feel stuck, what would you say? I think simple words stay in the heart longer.
I would say this. Your voice is not missing, it is just waiting for kindness. Speak softly, speak slowly, and trust yourself. You are doing better than you think.
That is a beautiful message, and I truly believe it. Learners do not need more pressure. They need encouragement and patience. That combination unlocks the voice naturally.
I want listeners to take that message with them. You do not need to change overnight. You only need to continue gently. Your English voice will grow with you.
As we finish this conversation, I feel very grateful for this calm time together. We talked about fear, patience, and trust. These are not just English ideas, they are life ideas.
I feel grateful too, and I hope listeners feel supported. You are not alone in this experience. Many learners walk this same path. We are walking it together.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Please remember that understanding English means your foundation is strong. Speaking is coming, step by step.
Yes, thank you for listening and staying with us. Please be kind to yourself and keep your heart open. We look forward to sharing more calm English conversations with you again very soon.